a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy. The grand jury issued arrest warrants for those who are charged. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023.
Former President Donald Trump was hit, with the fourth set of criminal charges yesterday when a Georgia grand jury issued an indictment accusing him of efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss to Democrat Joe Biden. The charges brought by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. Fani Willis, if that name rings a bell to you, she's also the same DA out of Fulton County that has rapper Young Thug on RICO charges. Remember when RICO was having us all tied up? RICO. We were trying to figure out what RICO was, and we got schooled on RICO charges. Yes, this same DA out of Fulton County here in Georgia, who put Young Thug and his associates behind bars, has actually come after Donald Trump. So the sprawling 98-page indictment listed 19 defendants and 41 criminal counts in all. All the defendants were charged with racketeering, RICO, which is used to target members of an organized crime group and carries a penalty of up to 20 years in prison. Among the other defendants were Mark Meadows, Trump's former White House chief of staff, and lawyers Rudy Giuliani. What's really particular about Rudy Giuliani, though, he was one of the people, y'all, who helped, who advocated, and who pushed for RICO, RICO, to be a thing. The same person who pioneered RICO and its use when he was an attorney is now indicted on RICO charges. And I said this on Twitter today because I happened to just be scrolling on Twitter. I said this. It's basically you reap what you sow. Karma is a bald-headed hoe. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Chickens coming home to roost. It's all of that in one, right? For Rudy Giuliani. But not only Rudy Giuliani. Listen, guys. It is Donald Trump. It is Georgia coming to do what a lot of people won't do. Yes, it is RICO. And so here we are, and we're finding out more about this. It's giving a bit, will Donald Trump get touched? Will something come of this? I feel like it might. I feel like it can. What do you guys think? While we get an update and we listen to some updates, you guys let us know in the comment section. Let's take a listen.
I'm here with the prosecutors and investigators who have worked diligently on the investigation of criminal attempts to interfere in the administration of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state. The indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long. Please remember that everyone charged in this bill of indictment is presumed innocent. Specifically, the indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Louis Giuliani,
Come on, name.
John Charles Eastman, Mark Randall Meadows, John Cheeseborough, Jeffrey Clark, Jenna Lynn Ellis, Ray Stallings Smith III, Robert David Cheeley, Michael A. Roman,
and
David James Schaefer, Sean Micah Treasure Steele,
That's four. Four names in
Stephen
one.
Cliffgard Lee,
Next
Harrison
page.
William Prescott Floyd,
Hey,
Travion C. Cootie,
Travion.
Sydney Catherine Powell, Kathleen Austin Latham, Scott Graham Hall, and Misty Hampton, also known as Emily Misty Hayes.
Your alias. Your alias is on that paperwork. We're going to find you. We serious. Anybody who colluded with Donald Trump and friends to do what you did in Georgia, I will never forget how those women were attacked, had to be on stand, had to do all that. Remember? A lot came out of Donald Trump trying to steal the election. People were climbing the Capitol. People threatening lives. People who worked, just volunteers. People who worked to make sure that votes are being counted correctly. Were accused of doing things they ain't do. Okay? Now, let's take a listen as Fanny goes on to say that she wants them to turn themselves in. Oh, yeah. She's emptying the clip. She wants them to turn themselves in, and she also wants a trial in 6 months. Fanny, what's going on, sis? Let's take a listen.
Subsequent to the indictment, as is the normal process in Georgia law, the grand jury issued arrest warrants for those who are charged. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023. I remind everyone here that an indictment is only a series of allegations based on a grand jury's determination of probable cause to support the charges. It is now the duty of my office to prove these charges in the indictment beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. I would also like to thank the men and women of Sheriff Labatt's office for keeping the courthouse open, but most importantly for keeping us safe over the weeks and months that have led up to this indictment, and for what I know they will continue to do to keep us safe. We also want to thank the Atlanta Police Department and other law enforcement partners who have worked with the sheriff to keep us safe. This is the timetable for the trial. As you know, in this jurisdiction, trials are set by the judges. And so it will be the judge that sets the date of the trial. This office will be submitting a proposed scheduling order within this week. However, that will totally be at the discretion of the judge. I don't have any desire to be first or last. I want to try him and be respectful for our sovereign states. We do want to move this case along, and so we will be asking for a proposed order that occurs a trial date within the next 6 months.
She said August 25th, no later than 12 p.m. Baby, where we at? What we looking at right now? Yeah, it's August 15th. Yep. Okay. And it's 10:23 a.m. Listen, are y'all turning yourselves in? This energy is giving me, I need to turn myself in. She said first, middle, and last name. She included the alias. She included the nickname. She included your DBAs. Also, no, your AKAs, your BKAs. She put all of that in there. She said, Travion, you too. When she got the Travion, she was giving us a little bit of Travion. Now, why would Travion? Because you know he black. Might be mixed. Something in there, something in that water. But there you go. There you go. There you go. Is that Travion? Let me go to leader of the Black Voices for Trump. That's Travion? Is that Travion right there? Look. Travion and them. That's not Travion. That's Travion? Oh, Travion Cuddy. It's a woman. Nah, Travion is giving Travion. It might be Travion. Either way, you were working with Trump. Now look at you. Look at you. Harrison Floyd, look at you. Look. Now your names is going down in history with trash. Garbage. Donald Trump did something that was definitely against the law. He hurt a lot of people. He came to this community and attacked folks who were doing their job. Because of what he did, here in America, we had a domestic terrorist attack and people walked free. Because of what he did, people were being attacked because of this belief that he was president, that he was snubbed as president. He organized crime. People got on buses. Politicians paid for buses. Travion works with something for Trump, Blacks for Trump, or was that Harrison? Anywho, those wannabe elitist Blacks are now standing amongst these people who are criminals. You guys are criminals and you should be brought down. Now, I don't like everything. All right. I can't say that I don't like. Maybe I may not agree with everything or how everything that Fanny does. But one thing I'm going to say, Fanny gets it done. She doesn't care about what you feel. If a crime was done, especially in her area, she don't care who you are. Jesus' mama. You going down too, sis? Lord, forgive me. She doesn't play. If there's trouble, if something was against the law, if there was crime in her city, especially trying to clean up Georgia now, trying to clean up the Fulton County area, baby, she's going to get it done as a new DA. There's no games here, and I'm not mad at it. Donald Trump is not above the law. It may seem that way, but I like when people at least show we're going to try. We're going to try. So much has went down. So many laws have been broken. People have died. People have been hurt. People have been blacklisted. People are afraid because of what he did when he decided to go out there and state that he didn't lose the election. They were miscounting, putting out misinformation, putting out people's names. Poll workers' identifications were out there. People were doxing each other. Well, how does it feel to be doxed by the DA? Your full government name. Should have wrote it down because I'm pretty sure all of them got PPP loans. And they got forgiven. Can't wait to see how this develops, you guys. I really want something to come of this. She gave it a date. I love the you better be home by August 25th at this particular time, or it's going to be it's going to be a problem. You better turn yourself in. People are afraid to speak to former President Donald Trump that way. People are afraid to speak to him that way. No, I don't care who you are. That's the type of person that the Fulton County DA, Fanny, is. I don't care who you are. If you did the crime, I'm going to push for you to do the time. And that's where we're going to, And yeah, you're right. And in this case, at least we're getting closer, David, our producer, at least we're getting closer to him having a mugshot. It's not just a talk of an indictment. It's not just he did that, but we'll let him walk free and continue to campaign and create a platform where he's spreading misinformation continuously. He's going to have a mugshot for this. So let's get closer to identifying Donald Trump as the criminal that he is. Okay? As the crime organizer, the gang leader, the whistleblower that he is. Okay, so I'm interested in seeing this, and y'all know how I do it. This is coming from a Black woman. Always gotta be a Black woman has to get things done around here. Okay, leave it to a Black woman to get it done, straight face and all. She did something that other people are afraid to do. Donald Trump walks around here like he's untouchable. Well, it looks like he's going to get touched. We're going to take a look at this. There is more to come with this. I can't wait until we continue to develop the story more and we highlight. I want to see this man in handcuffs. Not for fun. Ew. I want to see him in handcuffs and being walked into the jail for what he's done and a lot of the turmoil he's caused. For the people who want to say, but when he was in office, I got 2 extra checks because I got kids and I got 2 extra checks. But when he was in office, Donald Trump did. That's nice. He's a criminal. And he should go down for a lot of the division, a lot of the misinformation, a lot of the crime that he helped lead.